No right answers. That's the wrong answer again. So.
Yeah, when you stand close to that, it gives you the truth.
This project has been coming about now for a couple of years, and I'm down to see Cesc van der Wel over here from Holland, and basically this idea of a FieldLab is to try and encourage and promote activity among children and adults. We've seen today people can dash around and play different games and so on. Incorrect. In that. Once again, I'm standing too close to the machine. Here at Ulster University, we have a number of specific research centres that are dedicated to undertaking research in key areas involved with the ProFit project. These include computer sciences, engineering and physical activity and health research centres, where we aim to explore some of the key mechanisms underpinning so-called lifestyle diseases, how to promote greater activity levels within the community, and also to look at monitoring devices with our colleagues in Sheffield, which are going to be used in the ProFit project.
We selected a range of tools that were easy to use and collected the information that we required. This included a Zephyr bioharness that records heart rate, activity, posture and respiration rate. We then created a bespoke mobile application that interpreted the data and presented that back to the user.
Currently we're already doing research at the FieldLab on the Yelp equipment, and that's through a combination of monitoring equipment, one where we have weather monitoring, and we can combine that with our usage data, and we can combine that with the council's activity timetable, so we can see what happens with usage when different events are on, when the weather has changed, and we can then compare that across the other sites at Delft, for example, where they have Yelp equipment, and we can combine the weather forecasts along with usage data, and then we can see any trends. And what we're doing is trying to find out what sort of usage the equipment of Yelp has, who's using it and how often. So we'll do that from the data that comes back from Yelp. Yelp are able to provide us with hourly usage, so we can find out which equipment is most popular. We can then redesign and bring down our students from different courses to try and check to see what other ideas they might have for new games. For example, our sports engineering course, our computer science course and our sports development course. Students will be brought down to the lab and the FieldLab and the equipment. They'll be able to use it, and we'll provide them with a template to try and develop new products, and we'll go back to Yelp with those product ideas, and they may well decide that they're good enough to create new equipment and then new games within the equipment. Since the Yelp equipment's got in, it's already generated a number of inquiries as to what it is and what it does and how it works. In fact, a number of SMEs have came to me at the university and asked the ideas where it came from, and that stimulated thoughts for them about what research and what consultancy they could do, bringing together their own ability within their business with the university's research and consultancy expertise, along with a need in the community, and that they could then use that to develop something themselves, and it stimulated that idea.
The Valley Park is situated between two communities, and it's the perfect spot for redeveloping what we would call a shared space where communities can come together, play together and socialise. It's funded by the EU, and approximately £3.58 million are going to be spent. 400,000 approximately for a play park area. Also a state-of-the-art 3G pitch, and the best thing about that, it will encompass all sports. The whole concept of the Valley Park has been very much about public consultation and speaking with the local communities about what should be in this particular project. A series of engagement events have been held with the local community and with local children. And some of the inspiration for that has come from the Delft project and also from the idea of the ProFit FieldLabs.
So we have the opportunity now as well to gather our own data from the FieldLab, but also there's a wealth of big data out there as well now, which we can interrogate, we can analyse that, to look for trends across the population in terms of lifestyle habits, physical activity patterns and so on. And this, in effect, gives us a great opportunity to extend the FieldLab concept beyond the current 4 or 5 FieldLabs that exist and make them a much more viable driver, if you like, not only for health benefits and health and well-being benefits across the European community, but also extend across to new businesses, opportunities for using sport as a driver in the EU economy.